Welcome everyone to a special Halloween episode on
The Skooled Zone.
So this episode is actually going to be part of my After School Specials playlist, just like last year, and we're calling it Halloween Horror Arcade 2016. Before we get into it, let me just give you a little preface. So I love playing horror games on Halloween. For my Halloween Horror Arcade 2015, I played some Resident Evil Revelations. That was a lot of fun. If you guys want to go back and check that out, I'll put a link down in the description below and the iCard above for the After School Specials playlist. It comes with its own little introduction, so you can learn what that playlist is all about. But for this year, instead of playing a different type of horror game and going into it knowing that I wouldn't be able to finish it, which is always kind of a bummer, I figured we'd just stick with Fallout 4 because there is an awesome location to check out for Halloween in Nuka-World, and that is the Grandchester Mystery Mansion. That way, I can kill two birds with one stone. No Halloween pun intended. Where we get to explore a creepy location and I get to kind of complete a little bit more of Fallout 4 and add to the whole repertoire of the game. So I will be giving factoids in this episode if any pop up, and I hope some creepy ones pop up because I have high hopes for this location. I haven't been inside or visited yet, but I have a good idea of what it's going to be based on, and I'll be giving you facts about that too. So before we get into it, just wanted to let you guys know that I have the mood set here. I've got the lights out, candles lit, little pumpkin incense burning, the whole deal, In fact, you guys should do the same thing. Pause this episode, light some candles, safely of course, don't want to burn anything down in your house. Turn out the lights, set the mood, put up some Halloween decorations, and then hit play, because we're gonna have some fun today. Or tonight, as you can see, we are on the outskirts of Nuka-World, and we're staring right ahead here at the Grandchester Mystery Mansion. So we're just gonna creep on up to this place and see what it's all about. Oh, did you guys see that? The lights just turned on. That was a good sign. It was so weird. Earlier when I was setting up the mood in my own apartment, I lit some candles before I turned the lights out, and all of a sudden the lights in my apartment dimmed on their own. I was like, whoa, they came back on, of course. But yeah, it was definitely a weird sign. What? Dixie. Let's go see who this Dixie person. Whoa. Oh, there's grasshoppers. Oh, nice. Very cool. Awesome. Okay, I just remembered, I think Dixie is part of the Disciples.
Well. Fancy meeting you out here. Over, boss. We were just debating which of these little lambs to bleed first. But since you're here, maybe you'd like the honor.
Oh my god. Her southern accent is hilarious.
I found you.
Whoa, it's a legendary.
I was just getting...
Did you see that? It was a legendary cricket, I think. Ah. No big deal. Alright, I didn't get to finish my convo with you.
Hey, Dixie.
Well. Fancy meeting you out here. Over, boss. We were just debating which of these little lambs to bleed first. But since you're here, maybe you'd like the honor.
Oh boy. Well, since it's a Halloween episode, let's go for the ghoul first.
Take the ghoul first.
I like your style. Save the fresh one for last. All right, ladies. Let's get started, shall we?
Oh, this is gonna be hilarious. There's bugs. Bugs I can shoot while we're waiting. Yep, bugs and creepy crawlies definitely fits into the whole Halloween theme. Nice. Okay. I don't want to get too sidetracked, so let's walk with Dixie and see what she's gonna do. Jeez.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my god.
No, please!
Those disciples are nuts.
That's better. Now let's get back to Nuka-World.
Okay. Only because it's a Halloween episode did I let her get away with that. Otherwise, I would have probably stopped her. I don't like the disciples that much. As you guys know, I've been siding with the operators. They have some class. Although they're not beyond reproach. Okay, well, let's approach this. I shouldn't be so giddy right now. It's supposed to be a Halloween episode. You know, sometimes when you get a little scared, it comes out as humor. Holy goodness. Did you guys see that? There's a little girl in the window. You can't target her though. Ticket taker. Oh, that is so freaky. Grandchester Mystery Mansion. Okay. Well, before we go inside, since we're on the outskirts here, I might as well give you guys the first factoid of the day. So I don't know what the story is going to shape into once we get inside this place, but just from the name alone, the Grandchester Mystery Mansion, it's a clear homage to the Winchester Mystery House. If you guys haven't been there, it's a fun place to check out in real life if you've ever been to San Jose, California. You may have heard of the Winchester rifle, the gun that won the West. Well, the story goes that the widow of the estate used the inheritance to build a maze-like mansion to confuse ghosts of all the people killed by the famous rifle. Apparently, they haunted her. And thus, with her millions, contractors were instructed to build a mansion with doors that open to walls, stairs that lead to the ceiling, windows with web motifs, and windows on the floor or at the top of stairs to spy on the staff. All kinds of craziness. It's a wild place to visit, let me tell you. All right, Kate's with me, just like a magician. All right, before we talk to the ticket taker, let's scout a little bit in here. Nothing. Here's some tickets. But they're the Nuka-World, though.
Feeling nostalgic or something? Could always get some caps for that, I suppose.
Okay, let's go chat with him.
Tickets, please.
I should have put on some charisma clothing. What is this place?
What is this place?
Welcome to the Grandchester Mystery Mansion. Inside, you will learn the story of Lucy and how she gruesomely murdered her parents. See where she ate breakfast. See the bed she slept in. View the actual floors she walked on. All for only $65.
Could you talk any slower? Oh, man. Well, let's tell them we don't have a ticket.
I don't have a ticket.
No admission without a ticket.
Okay. Can we,
I'll buy a ticket. How much?
Tickets may be purchased for $65. Those without exact change can purchase a ticket from the cashier.
Oh, man. We should tell them it's a ripoff.
65? Sounds like a ripoff to me.
Understood. Please exit the line.
Okay, nice. Now we can put on our little charisma clothing. We can also Get some aid going. How about some mutant hound chops and a couple iguanas on the stick. Oh, and then, whoops. And then under apparel. There we go.
Tickets, please.
I'm an employee. I get in for free.
Enjoy your visit to the Grandchester Mystery Mansion. Kicking or spray painting the animatronic models is prohibited.
Oh man, that's funny. Well, animatronic, in case you don't know, means the use of mechanics and electronics to animate puppets or mannequins for use in like theme parks or special effects shows or, other featured displays. I wonder if it's going to be like a typical haunted house where there's animatronic jump scares in there. Just for the fun of it, do you guys know what the first known animatronic device was? It's actually called an automaton, but, legends say there are examples in ancient Greece or Chinese culture, but the first recorded example that I know of, or at least the most famous, was a mechanical knight in medieval armor built by Leonardo da Vinci around 1495. In fact, it's even called Leonardo's robot. And speaking of robots, hack, there we go. Let's hack them.
Remember.
Command.
To purchase a
Follow.
Come on.
memento of your visit to
Moving
the
out.
gift shop.
Maybe he won't follow us. Oh well. I wonder if we could have gotten in without him. Okay, so let's go ahead and head on in. This is gonna be fun.
The story of the Grandchester Mystery Mansion begins with Morticia and Hannibal Grandchester.
Whoa, did you guys see that? Yep, that was a little girl we saw. Oh, she closed the door.
Nearly dies giving birth to their only child,
Lucy.
Hannibal never wanted a child and resents the young girl for the near death of his wife. Please proceed to the next room. No shoving or pushing. Disruptive behavior will result in being removed from the Grandchester Mystery Mansion.
Oh, cool. It's already starting. Doors that lead nowhere. Let's read the plaque. Does this lead nowhere? Let's back up in case something jumps out at us. Okay. That was clever. Okay, so this is blocked off. We could jump over there. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, this is the kind of thing that... Oh, look at the handprint. This is the kind of thing that goes on in that Winchester Mystery House. Oh, I almost stepped on a mine. Look at that. Yep, exactly. So instead of Morticia Grandchester, it'd be Sarah Winchester. Fascinating stuff. Alright, well, let's stick to the bottom floor and then we'll go either up or down depending on where it takes us.
As a young child, Lucy proves difficult for her elderly parents. In this very room, her mother read her stories by Shelley and Poe and histories of the Borgias. With no friends to speak of, she would capture small animals to play with. Their skins were found nailed to the undersides of the furniture. Guests are not allowed to remove items as souvenirs.
Well, I'm going to remove them anyway.
Please proceed to the next room.
Okay, well, before we go into the next room, I just got to say, animal skins nailed to the underside of the furniture, that is freaky. So, Couple of good factoids there, actually. He mentioned Shelley and Poe. You guys probably know what he's referring to there. Mary Shelley and Edgar Allan Poe, two very famous authors in the Gothic horror genre. But he also mentioned the Borgias. I think what he's referring to there is the House of Borgia. Some of you may remember that Showtime series about the Borgias. They were a Spanish-Italian aristocratic family famous during the Renaissance. They were patrons of the arts, kind of like the Medicis. There was once a time when it was the moral imperative of rich families to support the cutting edge of art and media. These days, seems like all rich people are hoarding their wealth or using it to corrupt the establishment, which interestingly enough is what eventually led to the downfall of the Borgias. Instead, they should patronize YouTubers. All right, then. Okay, this is definitely creepy. It's got that kind of subtle creepiness. I think that's why he mentioned Shelley and Poe, because they have that sort of subtle creepiness.
Morticia was soon convinced her daughter was possessed. Hannibal was certain he could beat the evil out of her. Morticia complained every morning of ghostly chills afflicting her in this very hall. Taking the advice of her psychic, she persuaded Hannibal to build fireplaces to drive the spirits from it. We are not responsible for injuries of any guests attempting to crawl into the fireplaces. Please proceed to the next room.
Okay, this is cool. I don't want to get too close, but yeah, that's pretty neat.
Gotcha, you bastard!
What? Oh, it's a Mr. Gutsy.
Whoa!
Okay, then. That's cool. We left the fire on, and he couldn't get through it. Because I think this thing's going to turn it off. It's a circuit breaker. That's what it does. It breaks the circuit.
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of caps.
Sure enough. I should also say that he mentioned Hannibal. I think that's the name of her father. That's probably a reference to Silence of the Lambs. Oh, that's interesting. So anyone know what the condition Lucy might have had? But that comes up a little later. If it does, I think I can come up with a factoid for you about that. Coolness. I don't know why this place makes me want to look for secret doors, you know what I'm saying? Oh, they should have made this a really cool gun. Something Halloween themed. Missed opportunity there, Bethesda.
Morticia's psychic insisted that Lucy could be saved by driving out her evil spirits. Rooms such as this one were built to confuse the spirits, making it more difficult for them to find Lucy. One morning, Hannibal came in here to find a doll that looked suspiciously like him, swinging from a noose. Climbing on the ceiling furniture is strictly prohibited. Please proceed to the next room.
Okay, this is cool. We saw a little bit of this action in the fun house, but I love that furniture on the ceiling stuff. This can actually be done in real life. I think I've seen this, you know, where I think I've seen it at Knott's Berry Farm. I could be wrong about that, though. Not Scary Farm or whatever it's called. Okay. See all these places getting free promos from me? Jeez, they should be paying me.
Hannibal's favorite cook quit when Lucy put mice in the stew. This is...
All right, this guy...
by poison.
He's the chef. He's not hostile. You know what? Since our ticket taker couldn't make it in, let's try to hack this guy.
Quickly learned to stay out of range of his swing.
Hack?
Guests
There we go.
are asked to refrain from using
Yes, we can hack the chef. He's gonna follow us around now.
the kitchen spoons as swords and
On me.
with them.
Nice. We got a
Please
chef.
proceed to the next.
That's great. I just want to take another quick look. That's cool. They put the chandelier on the floor like that. Yeah, I didn't want to interrupt the guy that's talking, but I definitely noticed that when I walked in. Did we look at this? Okay. Yeah, that would make sense. That would have been cool if there was heads in the refrigerator. There's one location, it's an abandoned apartment somewhere where there's like all these heads sitting in the refrigerator. I recorded it to use as an Easter egg, but if you guys know what I'm talking about, definitely mention it in the after school club below. Master lock. Where you at, Kate?
Yo, psst. Take a look.
Yep, I've got it. This one might be rough. Don't get your hopes up.
Okay. Satan spawn.
Oh yeah. I love that click. Lock's open.
Nice job. First try. Great, great, great. Let's turn this off in case there's enemies. Get spookier. What's in here? Okay. If there's no enemies, I'll turn the light on. In fact, I'm going to switch to the splatter cannon. Man, this is so weird. Oh, cool. Take all this stuff, though.
Yes.
Oh, look at that. Little Protectron model.
Protect and serve.
There you go. I got a model of you, dude. Some might jump out at us. I'm seeing blood on the floor. But I'm going to risk it and just keep the light on. What's that? Soap? It's weird. It's just weird.
That's it.
Whoa. I wonder I had trouble with Mr. Gutsy. I still got my other clothes on. Let me change back real quick.
Has been restored.
Oh my god, look at this. What's lighting it up? Besides my light. Sounds like there's a turret upstairs. Well, check this out. Pile of bodies in the basement. Ain't that classic? Okay, I guess there's nothing else to explore, just a whole bunch of bodies in the basement. Guess that's where they stuffed them. They probably smell pretty bad, especially since they don't look like skeletons. They look like they're somewhat fresh. I probably would have smelled that if I was in the game walking up to that door there. The stench of decomposition. Oh, there you are, Kate. All right. Well, let's head upstairs. There we go. Easy as pie.
Don't leave anything behind that might be useful.
Well, that's nice of you to say. I just wanted to mention here that these windows are overlooking the kitchen, which is very common theme in the Winchester Mystery House. Let's keep the rat poison right next to the teapot. It looks like we're back.
As we pass back through the parlor, notice the stairway going nowhere. This was yet another attempt by Morticia to confuse the evil spirits possessing her daughter. It is not permitted to dangle small children over the railing as you proceed to the next room.
Whoa, watch out. Kate wouldn't have triggered that, but he probably would have. All right, well, let's keep going.
Madame Scarlata conducted seances in this
Whoa.
room for Morticia in an attempt to drive the evil spirits from her daughter. Lucy would sit in the room above this one and knock on the ceiling during seances. Madame Scarlata once accused the little girl of trying to push her down the stairs. There is no need to be scared. Modern science has proven that ghosts are not real and seances are fake. When the Grandchester Mystery Mansion was sold at auction, several trick candles were found here.
Oh.
Please proceed to the next room.
Thanks for blowing up on me, man. Okay. Well, I don't know where Kate went. She got locked out, and now there she is. You pulled a magician move on me. Oh, man. Well, this is cool. I wonder if I can knock these over. Can't. Well, this is like a little seance table. So on the chance you don't know what a seance is, it's the gathering of people for the express purpose of attempting to communicate with the dead. Not always, but usually led by an experienced spiritual medium. Comes from the French word meaning
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens will not be harmed.
Weapons hot.
Oh, goodness gracious. No, go back to the other one. There we go. Oh, that's why I can't. Oh my god. There's an invisible assaultron about to hit us. So here's what I'm going to do, guys. I'm actually going to divide this into two parts. This first part here will be posted the night before Halloween, and part 2 will be posted on Halloween. So we're going to end this episode here and pick right back up tomorrow with the second part. I'm looking forward to it getting a lot creepier. No spoilers, no spoilers. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. If you're hitting some parties, make sure to stay safe, and we'll see you right back here for part 2 tomorrow. Have a good night.